president must go home before the election in 2027. And the starting date starts tomorrow. Tomorrow we are going to the street. In fact, we'll either die on the street or we are going to occupy State House. And there's no stopping, because the author of the finance bill is the president, plus his state officials. No. So because of that, for us, we know very well that when a government is becoming insensitive, corruption is the order of the day.
So the Juakali fraternity here in Tindwa Market, here in Nairobi, the occasion of the prayer day here in Nairobi, and now I'm with Mr. Professor. In fact, the Professor also happened to be one of the guests here. Maybe Professor, talk to me, tell me about your name and why are you here in Tindwa Market?
I am Professor Fred Ogolla.
Yes, yes.
I am one of the leaders of Concerned Citizens Movement.
Yes, yes.
I am here because Mutindwa Market has been people who have been close to my heart.
Yes.
The economy can only grow from Mutindwa Market. That's why I was doing training for them at the Eastland College of Technology.
Yes, yes.
I was able to offer some training for some leaders because I know that when everybody is having money in their pocket, the country is rich.
Yes.
The president needs to understand this very simple, important concept.
Yes, yes.
That there is no single country which is rich with the poor citizens.
Yes, yes.
When you make citizens rich, a nation becomes rich. Show me a rich citizen, I'll show you a rich nation. And show me a rich citizen, and I'll show you a poor nation. The president cannot be rich alone. The government cannot be rich alone. The government officers or state officers cannot be rich if other people are poor. In fact, it's very frustrating. If you go everywhere, you find everybody's a beggar, you're the one who has money. So that's why I came here to say that I have stand solidarity with them. I know they are my followers. I know they are my supporters. And they support what is called Hewa Mpya.
Yes, yes. And now
which is founded on Solomonic economics.
Solomonic economics.
Yes.
Now there is also this issue of taxation, which is coming to affect these traders, or like any other trader, like now in the case of Tindwa people. Could I hear maybe now, because things are rewire, you find even the young youths are in the streets protesting against the taxation, and now the team concerned with parliamentarians just ended up just supporting it. Your view and maybe the measures you have as professor to contain this or to handle this?
My main problem with taxation is that Kenyans are working so hard. Kenyans are not lazy people.
Yes, yes.
Somebody selling a cloth here, somebody selling groundnuts there, somebody selling shoes here,
yes, yes.
And all that goes into taxation, then you don't know where it is going. That's why we launched what is called Hakuna Madaraka Bila Mamlaka.
Yes, yes.
You cannot say you are self-ruling yourself or you are in independence and you cannot determine where taxes are going.
Yes, yes.
People are working hard. Young people are selling kangumu on the road.
Yes.
They are selling groundnuts. They are selling airtime. They are selling equipment on the road. If they are actually being rained on, they are on the sun all the time. But they don't see the effort, the outcome of their effort, because that money is being taken by taxation, and that money is not helping them. It's being taken into corruption. But there's a lot of corruption, there's a lot of wastages, and there's a lot of misallocation of priorities.
Yes, yes.
And that's why I'm so concerned about this taxation. Now, what has happened is that young people have sat down, listened to their fathers,
yes, yes.
listened to their grandfathers, accepting their fate.
Yes, yes.
And they said, no way. They won't resign to fate.
Yeah.
That's why Gen Zs have come to say the debt the government is taking, the loans the government is borrowing, it is them who will pay. The older generations are going back to God very soon. William Ruto won't pay it. He's borrowing money that he won't pay. The debt which is continuously accumulating, the Gen Zs will have to pay for it. But at the moment, they have also discovered that they cannot grow themselves economically above what their parents achieved.
Yes, yes.
Because there's no jobs. Imagine a president reading a budget of 3.92 trillion and then freezing employment for 1 year. Yet we know that 535 students enroll for university every year, and that there is no job. So what's the purpose of going to school? A school can only end, education ends when somebody is employed. When there's no employment, education is useless.
No, I'm also interested in knowing that now that the government has decided to go ahead and pass the bill, and now the so-called leaders of the young people, they are doing their doings. That is now the way out, because things are like standstill.
Debe kabla debe.
Yes, yes.
The president must go home before the election in 2027. And the starting date starts tomorrow. Tomorrow we are going to the street. In fact, we'll either die on the street or we are going to occupy State House. And there's no stopping, because the author of the finance bill is the president, plus his state officials. So because of that, for us, we know very well that when a government is becoming insensitive, corruption is the order of the day. Overspending is what they do.
Prof, I'm almost finishing, but I'm interested to know from you direct, because I heard the chairman of Mtindwa Market praising you that you really helped in making the team to work. They learned a lot of lessons on how they can coexist and work peacefully as a team. They were really praising you. Could I hear maybe your message now to the leadership of Mtindwa Market?
The leadership of Mtindwa Market, that the fish rots from the head. And secondly, leaders eat last. You have to work for the people under you to be fed. You cannot be a father who comes home, eats fast until they are satisfied, washes their mouth, wash their hand, then ask whether children have eaten. You should ensure that you eat after all your children have eaten. So all these traders you have here, before you look for what you want to gain as a leader, it's called corporate governance. Ensure all of them are doing well. Ensure that their businesses are running. Ensure they are fed before you feed. The time when we talk about the least, the lost, and the last are gone. Now they said the first, the last will become the first. So you must be the last now so that you become the first. If you become the least, you'll be the greatest. And if you get lost, you'll be found. So as a leader, you have to ensure you take care of these people. A leader means that the fact you're a leader means you have followers. The fact that you have followers, you have no way of taking them. So as leaders from Mtindwa Market, where are you taking Mtindwa Market? If you don't know where you're taking them, then also leave office. Just like the president of Kenya does not know where he's taking us. And because he has no clue where he's taking us, he has to resign. We as concerned citizens know where we are going.
Yes, just a quick one. Is it that because you are also eyeing for that stock seat, that's why you are talking the way you are talking?
Yes, because I'm qualified. I'm more qualified than the president, because of one thing is that the president is qualified in mismanagement of the economy. We cannot say that you are qualified because I'm a politician. No. In Singapore, the best economist is the one running the country. That's why the country is richest. Here we have the best botanist and the best politician. Kibaki was an economist like me. I was Kibaki's advisor. I knew the things that if I do will work.
Thank you.
So because I know the things which I'm given a chance will work, my only thing is to ask Kenyans, please listen to Solomonic economics. Because this is what we call in Luo, Manyas Madir, which means the medicine that will treat poverty. This
Professor,
is the medicine.
The last question. I can see Hewa Mpya. What does it mean?
Hewa Mpya simply means that
can you show us
as we go forward, we are talking about fresh leadership. We are talking about fresh economics. That's why we want William Ruto, plus all the people he has been in government since independence, to go home so that they can have fresh leaders. And in 2027, or elections are coming before 2027, we want fresh people. We shall have two horses. One horse will be led by politicians who are conmen, who are thieves and crooks. The other horse will be professionals. That is the Hewa Mpya I'm talking about. Professionals who run this country in the interest of Kenya. We call them private sector driven governance, which is concerned about effectiveness, efficiency, the concerns of normal citizens, not people who have come to become rich and leave everybody poor. So that's what we call Hewa Mpya. No corruption, concern for citizens, ensuring that we develop Kenya so that Kenya can realize its full potential. No one sleeps hungry in this country because that's possible. So that's what Hewa Mpya is all about.